Morning traders, happy Friday. So we've got an interesting day here. Let me know in the Discord if you guys can hear me, and let's see. Say what's up in the chat here if you are coming through from social media, but YouTube and Twitter. But basically, we've got some pretty interesting stuff here. The DAX down 3.6%. It was almost 4% at one stage, putting back towards this daily 200 EMA. We've got the Dow down 2.7, the Nasdaq down 3, and the S&P 500 down 2.8%. Just blood in the streets right now. So interesting morning to say the least. Let's say, morning, everyone. Let's see who's here on the live. We've got some reports that I want to go over with edgeful, but right now, obviously a very interesting morning to say the least. Let's just go to the S&P 500. We are actually clearing this daily 200 EMA at the moment. So this daily 200 EMA is this white EMA at the moment, and currently we are actually sitting 8% off that, and off all-time highs. We are currently, which was only created on the 19th of Feb, is down 15%. So we are down 15% off all-time highs. So very, very interesting, place where we are at the moment. And again, as I said, just interesting times. But all we got to do is read what's in front of us. And right now, let's go through to a couple of edgeful reports that have been helping me make money this week. First one, okay, is this opening candle continuation report. I think if there's a report that you don't want to trade against this bias, I would say it's this opening candle continuation report. Simple reason being is this. When that first hour is bullish, we want to be trading in line with that first hour. So if it's bullish, we want to be trading long. If it's bearish, we want to be trading short. I think this week you would have saved yourself money if you had just not traded against that opening candle continuation report. Okay, so we can actually see from yesterday. Okay, let's just clear up some of the stuff here. Let's go like this. Okay, we can actually go like that. It's just hard that previous days VWAP, but we can see we clearly underneath this weekly VWAP. Okay, weekly VWAP. This is the 5-minute time frame. Weekly VWAP from the start of the week. We are clearly trading underneath this. We want to be trading in trend. I've spoken about, and I made a few videos this week, and I've spoken about this on streams as well, that you don't want to be fading these two reports, the opening candle continuation as well as the previous day's range report. So the first one, as I said, is that if the first hour is bullish, we want to be looking for longs. If the first hour is bearish, we want to be looking for shorts. The second one is that previous day's range report. If we trade below the previous day's lows, we want to be looking for shorts in continuation, obviously for the longs in continuation. Now, when you couple these two reports together, you get a great edge. And again, you need edge in trading. You need to have an edge that you look to trade, with, and that's where edgeful gives you. Excuse the pun, gives you your edge. All week this week, besides Wednesday, I believe, and actually Tuesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday are the only times we've actually taken out the previous day's highs. And those are the days that we actually closed bullish, except actually on Wednesday, we actually end up dumping on those tariffs. Obviously, that's been quite a big topic in the markets right now. But I would just say pairing these two reports together, you're going to be looking, at, very, very, very solid data at this, right? So let's look at some of the data. Let's look at the data on ES. So let's bring ES up. Let's look at this previous day's range report, and let's make sure we have that extended market hours. I like looking at it from the extended market hours. So let's make sure to look at this. Okay, so let's look at the last 3 months. Okay, in the last 3 months, if we take out the highs, previous day's highs, 71% of the time we'll close bullish, and vice versa for the shorts. Now, you can also have a look at it by weekday, and on a Friday, it's 57%. Okay, that's not too great. But look at Thursday, 83 and 80. So look at this. In the last 3 months on a Wednesday, if we take out the lows 100% of the time. Now, if you couple this with the opening candle continuation report, you've got a great edge. That's what I like to trade with. The opening candle continuation paired it with the previous day's range report. Another one that you could look at is the opening range breakout report as well. We've got a few questions. What's up, Julio? Good to have you on, my brother. Yo, James, if you had a bias in mind, but the edgeful report contradicted that bias, would you still take the trade? It depends what we're looking at. I always say use two edgeful reports coupled with like your bias in terms of like price action. For example, a VWAP, whatever it is. That's what I say, Ben, is use the edgeful reports and pair it with your your VWAP plays and that type of stuff, however you read the market in that sense, right? So that's what I would say, and that's what's been working for me. Let's just bring up some of my trading stats at the moment so far this month. Just make sure all my accounts are turned on. And you can actually see that I've been green to start this month. I'm always open and transparent. I lost all my prop firm accounts and funding in February. I became a dad in February, and just, again, try to just trade and continue like nothing happened. Became a dad, biggest blessing in the world, but just lost the plot. Came back in March and started to find a little bit of form again, and just got my head right. And ending off March quite nicely. I've got some payouts with FTMO that I did actually tweet about that are locked in for today. And I've got some other accounts with Hydra that I've, what would you guys do? I want to actually ask you guys on stream here, what would you guys do? I actually have some, a payout that I could take with Hydra. I think it's about 3,000. I'm up $3,500. So I think the payout would be just over $2,500. If I take the full payout, I'd lose the account because the balance locks in at the starting amount. What would you guys do? Should I take the full amount out, or leave it in, or just continue trading it? What should I do? Getting quite a few mixed contradictory here on the while on Twitter here. So best advice from someone in finance who's in his first time hearing that rule is take the whole amount and lose the account while you stick to the accounts that you've been trading, the best risk. Okay, so a lot of guys telling me to take the payout. What would you guys do? But okay. Can you go over the view app settings or indicators you're using? 100%, Crocs. So there's the guys chatting in the Discord. So I use the weekly view app, and the first one is, so start a week view app. This is the indicator on TradingView. Weekly view app starts Sunday. That's the one that I use over there. And then I just use the view app auto anchored, which is the start of day view app. View app auto anchored, which is the start of day view app. If you want to get all the view apps at once, ASFX does offer that, and that's where you get all the view apps at once, and that is the ASFX automatic. That's right, ASFX automatic view apps. Right, that's where you would get that. So it just depends what you are looking for, but that's the view apps I use. The view app auto anchored for the start of day, and the weekly view app as well. And as I said, there you get the ASFX automatic view apps that will plot the start of New York session, everything like that at once as well. So that's the view app settings that I use. Again, with the indicators like the previous day's Ranger indicator, everything like that, you can get that through edgeful over here by invite only in your membership. If you come over here, you come to edgeful's website and you look at the right-hand side over there, you got the Ninja Trader indicator access, and then you also do have the TradingView indicator access as well. Just to let you guys know, edgeful are not offering free trials anymore. The only time you can get a free trial is through my link, which I will put in the chat over here, and it is in the link in my bio over here, right? Like this. Okay, if you hit my link tree, you can select then edgeful underneath Trading Essentials. That is the only place that you actually can get the free trials. Okay, so please, that is the only place that you actually can get it. Let me just put it in the chat over there. James says continue gambling it. I love it. So you guys are saying that I should continue just trading it, according to James. Okay, it's, as I said, we're getting a little bit of some mixed reviews. I says, yeah. So that's all I see when I opened up the charts this morning. So again, let's just go over some markets now this morning. If you're just looking at some pure edgeful statistics at the moment, as I said, I think right now I'm going to wait for that first hour's candle. We are trading below the previous day's low. So even if the first hour is bullish, I might look to, maybe skip today. I'm up quite nicely on the week. I'm up on my funded accounts. I'm up on personal, everything like that. So I'm not going to look to be too aggressive. Let's put it that way. Markets are moving very, very volatile at the moment. So I'm just going to wait and be patient. Any questions in the Discord so far? Hoa, morning. Sully, what's up, Sully? Good to have you on. Julio, any questions from you on the YouTube channel? I am going live again. If you just have a look at that link in bio that I did put there, I'm going live on ASFX TV. That is our live streaming platform service where you can watch me and the guys come, trade live every single week. You can get 50% off using the code James. The link is in the bio that I've just sent there. Okay, so I think what I must say is something that you guys need to have a look at. And if you guys are, some of you guys are trading London session, I would definitely say having a look at the DAX is a really, really nice instrument to trade. I've personally been smashing a trade on the DAX. That is where it's actually been my focus, because the DAX has just been moving very, 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 very nice lately for me. And then obviously I'm looking at ES and NQ. I'm trading them CFD contracts. It's the exact same thing, just different pricing. Odds of filling the gap. Well, let's go to the gap. The gap right now is on the NASDAQ is 2.6%. So let's just go, sorry. Let's just go to ES and let's go to gap fill, the gap fill report. Okay. You can actually see in the last let's go last 6 months. I don't even think, let's go by size. Okay. And let's see this odds of filling the gap. You can actually see when it's, they don't even have it, when it's a gap down 100% not filled. So we have not even had a gap like that in the last 6 months. Let's go like in the last 2 years. So in the last 2 years when we have gapped up, let's have a look here as we wait for it to load. Okay, over 1.5, 100%. So it does not look like the gap will fill today. That's just obviously by stats. Yeah. Clark says, I've lost all my prop accounts in Jan, so focusing on passing evals this month since couldn't do it in March. Been rough. Yeah, Clark, and I made a video on my YouTube about this. I became a dad, lost all my prop firm accounts in February after keeping some of the prop firm accounts with FTMO and that for like multiple years. It was pretty annoying, but I had to pick myself up, bounce back, and stay focused. I think what I was doing, and this is maybe something that you can take, is I was just trying to do too much. I was trying to, learn how to become a dad, trade. And I was trying to trade all. I was trying to trade Bitcoin, currencies, everything like that. I've literally just been trading the DAX and US markets, and it's been working really, really nice for me. So I think just getting myself in the right headspace. I've been doing this full time, for 5 years. And for 2 of those years, I literally used trading as my only source of income. So I know how to bounce back from tough spots. I've been in these places before. So what I would say to you is, it's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows, but you got to move forward and you got to bounce back. Take it one day at a time and don't be scared to fail. I think that's the big thing, right? Okay, so yeah, okay, guys. So it does not look like the gap will fill today. This is, I think, to really get maybe a pullback and then follow through. I don't know. It's, these. Look at this is just straight down at the moment. I think the next place of support. We are back at the zone on the daily time frame, where we were back in August of 2024. Remember when we had that big sell-off overnight in August last year? That is where we are currently sitting at the moment. So, yeah, pretty interesting stuff to say the least. But it is going to be interesting to see how we do trade into the rest of the day. Pretty straightforward, as I said. I'm going to probably be waiting for that opening candle continuation and then using, but keeping a light. I'm up for the week so far. I'm not going to be looking to extend and try and be in hero. I've tried to do that in February. I saw my arse. So I'm just going to keep it light, keep it tight, and trade what's in front of me using those edgeful reports. We are trading, as I said, below previous day's range. So maybe using the orb report and the opening candle continuation report again. So before we end today's stream, let's go over this opening candle continuation report for you guys. Let's go over ES. On this opening candle continuation report, let's look in the last, make sure that it is from the New York time frame. We want the first hour, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Let's look in the last 3 months, what this actually tells us. By standard, if the first hour is bullish, 78.57% of the time will close as a bullish closing day, and vice versa for the shorts. Okay, 65% of the time. But you actually can go by weekday, and let's go to a Friday, because obviously we are on a Friday. Look at this, very interesting. If in the last 3 months, if the first hour from 9:30 a.m. Eastern time to 10:30 a.m. Eastern time is bearish, 100% of the time we will close as a bearish closing day. So do not fight this. This is a simple way to look at for bias in terms of your trading on ES. Let's see how far down are we from the high? 20%. I think we were 18%, if I'm not mistaken, on ES, on the S&P 500. We are down. From the high, we are down. Sorry, 15%. We are down 15% at the moment off the highs, JMO. So as I said, that's an easy report that you can use. Are you using previous close to close or open to close for opening candle report? I'm using Let's have a look at what it is. I think they use. Do they change it automatically for you? I think it is. It's open to close, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one that I personally use, but I'm not too sure which one. If this is automatic at the moment. Standard. No. Customize. They got the first hour. If I'm not mistaken, this is open to close. Okay. Crocs. Yep. Previous close to close. Yep. So this is open to close. Right. So from the open to the close, there's that 1 hour gap in between, but otherwise it's basically the same. But yeah, open to close. Okay, cool, guys. So as I said, edgeful are not offering free trials anymore. The only way you can get a free trial is through my link in bio over here, as you can see on stream, the link tree, James Bruce 131. Please be careful of guys in the Discord scamming accounts. This is my only account. I will not message you first, so please be wary of that. And again, get edgeful. You have to use the data in your favor. I mean, you would not be looking at knowing this data, and this is basically an automatic backtesting platform for you. But edgeful, this is the only place that they offer free trials right now. And then everything else that you need to know about me, any affiliates, the stuff that you want is all here in the prop firms, CFD, everything that you need, it's all here. And then we'll see you for the open on stream, 9:25 a.m. Eastern time. I appreciate you guys. Keep it controlled today. We are seeing obviously massive pullbacks on these world indexes. So things are tough at the moment in terms of long-term portfolios, but this is where we could add. Day trading is nice volatility, but make sure to trade with the data in your favor. Check out edgeful, and we'll see you on AceFX TV